Sports in the game.
Okay. EA Sports is in the game.
Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, he feels his team is finally playing the kind of football they expected coming into the season, especially with this win streak that has pushed them into the top 10. But he knows that can be fleeting. He said, I believe if we keep executing and playing the kind of football we're capable of, the sky is the limit for this team this season, and the guys are finally starting to believe it. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gamecocks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juiced.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They're all over him. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Right side, it's Walton. Got room at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like the radar should go up. These touch passes, like to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped intercepted. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide right, it's Harper. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. The screen, he can go! He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Sellers. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Running inside, it's Mobley. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Snags it and he's open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down and they're down to the 42.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Play action, C.J. Carr. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up the sack.
Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fires left. Makes a connection. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Here's Carr to throw. Moving out to the right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. DJ Carr firing again. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
And the try is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The run inside. It's Clark. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Throwing, Sellers. Left side is Gibson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think it's safe to say Lenore Sellers, David, probably one of the most polarizing players in all of college football. You've seen how special and freakishly talented this guy is with his ability not just throwing the football, but running it, the strength, the size, the power, and more than anything, what we saw a year ago was his ability to avoid sacks and avoid negative plays. I know this. He doesn't have a chance unless this offensive line gets a lot better, but they believe they've built that up. And if that's the case, this could be a very special year for South Carolina.
Well, and let's be honest, this is where they spent their money in the offseason. They wanted to fortify the offensive line. They brought in Kendall Briles at the coordinator spot. They did everything they could to build around this young man. Lenore Sellers' talent is through the roof. We know it. Big, strong, can throw it. Now the pieces around him, a big year could be coming for this big young man.
Third and long coming up. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover.
Opposite. Ready. Mustang.
Sellers from the gun on third down. He's going to run it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Sellers to throw. Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
214 close.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sellers. Under pressure. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Wants to throw again. Rolls right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Sellers to the air again. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Carr. Between the hashes, it's Barres. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
First and 10 from their own 17. Hits inside, it's Walton. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got some room, it was over.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Sellers. Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. quarterback signaling to his guys. Drops back, it's Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Long way to go on second down. They go play action with Sellers. Buying time to his right. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Gibson. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking for a huge play. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harbor. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Sellers. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's start with the Temple Owls, taking on the number 21 team, the UAB Blazers.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Making the adjustment.
Down.
Throwing, Sellers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Right side, it's Gibson. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here come the Irish back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. At the 20. He's at the touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Here's Sellers to throw. Look out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability.